Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler review series videos I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks. I'm gonna talk about the stuff. I'm gonna let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not gonna lie, there was a bug on my arm. It was like bug, and it was like no bug, and it was like, all right, fuck you. I almost made a friend, but I did what I always do, and I pushed him away. But anyway, folks, it's a super simple format. I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck, and whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today, folks? What happens to be my Invase shirt. Which, if you know me, you know there's a good likelihood that it's music related. And it is. I wear a lot of concert shirts, a lot of band shirts. Thing is, this is neither from a concert nor a band specifically. Invase is the one-man musical project from a guy named Ian Shear. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, but he's a super cool guy, longtime musician, worked with a lot of bands over the years and stuff like that, used to do touring stuff. These days, hasn't toured in quite a while, he's a family guy these days, but at the same time, still a musician, still trying to go over there and put out, cool, amazing new music, and that's where his project Invase comes in. I've been following his project pretty much since he got off the ground. All of his stuff is available online. He actually has a YouTube channel. He's always putting out new stuff, doing like breakdowns of his work and everything. I like his stuff so much, I'm actually going to go over there and include a link to his page in the description box for this particular video. So if you like his stuff, please go check it out. If nothing else, ask me and I'll point you in the right direction. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Well, I just got through reviewing some Liquid Death Squeezed to Death flavored sparkling water, and it turned out that there was another one at the particular 7-Eleven that I ended up going to. So folks, what flavor am I reviewing for Liquid Death? It's boom! It is Liquid Death Cherry Obituary flavored sparkling water. So cherry flavored sparkling water. I'm super into this idea. I'm not the biggest sparkling water person in the world, but typically speaking, I have really liked Liquid Death's offerings in that regard. Really like their lime flavor. I enjoyed the Squeezed to Death flavor. If you want my full take, please go watch the video. Let's see what they can do with cherry. So let's get a thing for this. Do it like that, I guess. Kind of. Ha 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 ha. The lighting is terrible, but it is what it is. Because it's like if I go into the actual warmer light, yes, you'll be able to see slightly better, but it'll be so much warmer in the car. The shadows help. I live in the darkness. Like a shitty 13-year-old edgelord kid. Has a cherry flavor, cherry smell to it. Let's give it a go. Ooh. Okay. First drink. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. But, as I've learned from doing these reviews, can't go off the first drink. First drink is always misleading. Let's give it a second one. Yeah. Okay. A little bit more subdued than that first sip. First sip always just has like this extra explosion of flavor. I like it. I like it a lot. It's been a good day. So here's the thing. I mentioned in my Squeezed to Death review that when it comes to their flavored sparkling waters, the one that I've always been the biggest fan of is their lime flavor. To me, it basically just tastes like slightly watered down Sprite, and I like Sprite a lot, so it works for me. It is typically one of my go-to sparkling water options, that I'll grab. This might replace that. The only thing that hurts this is availability, because I've only seen this one place so far. I know it is available, but I can't find it for the life of me except for this one spot. But this is really good. I like this a lot. one thing that the thing that I think helps the most for me when it comes to the Liquid Death stuff is that the flavors that they're presenting, they manage to still have a lot of whatever that flavor is supposed to be, but it's done in such a way that even though it almost drinks like a soda, like with the level of carbonation and the sort of somewhat extra thickness to it that I feel you get in terms of the drinking experience compared to some more watery flavored waters, I like what they're able to do with the flavor in that you're still getting a nice impactful flavor from it, but it's also being presented in a way that it doesn't just feel like, you're drinking a kid's drink, like it's great because on the one hand, it doesn't taste just like a typical flavored water, which for me, a lot of them, although some of them more and more, they're doing good things with them, I think. But a lot of them still don't taste that great, in my opinion. But it manages to avoid that, but at the same time, again, it doesn't taste just like something that's geared towards, 13-year-olds. It has a nice flavor and it carries nicely, but it also has a more sort of matured flavor to it, And that's what I'm getting with this. You get this nice sort of cherry flavor, and initially the first hit was really heavy on the cherry flavor, but again, second hit a little bit more subdued. But it's nice, it's throughout the entire experience, and because of the way that it's set up, it's not like it's an overly sweetened drink, and allows it to just kind of, it's almost like a cherry ginger ale, but without the ginger, so it doesn't have like that same like kind of spiciness, but it doesn't have the same like level of sweetness that might have, but it has this more sort of mature kind of cherry taste to it, where instead of simply focusing on the sweet aspects, it focuses a little bit on the tartness, a little bit of the, just kind of, it's sort of a drier cherry experience. It's really nice. I like this a whole lot. That just hits. And I like the fact that you do get different elements from the cherry experience, where again, a lot of it is more of a dry kind of cherry experience. But then you do have moments when the more fruity aspect of it kind of kicks in. You do have aspects when the sweeter aspect kind of kicks in. And then you have some, just kind of, especially the tail end, you get a little bit of a tartness to it. I think that's really good. But two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Absolutely and absolutely. I think, for me personally, like I said, I think this is going to take the spot from the lime. Because I like cherry a lot as a flavor anyway, but it is, of course, what you do with it. And I think they made some really smart decisions here. I think it has a level of complexity to it. It celebrates the different aspects of the cherry flavor. And at the end of the day, like I said, it doesn't taste like just a shitty, flavored water that you're drinking because, I need to be an adult and blah, 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 and life is sad and blah, 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 blah. It doesn't taste like that, and at the same time, it doesn't taste like something where it's like, we're going to sponsor the X Games with this. Although, to be fair, Liquid Death could definitely sponsor the X Games. Do they still do the X Games? I'm so old now, it doesn't matter. I don't know what's up with the kids today. As I shouldn't. People bitch about these kids today. You're fucking 42. Why do you know what these kids today are doing? That's weird. Okay? Stay out of the kids' business. Let them be kids. God damn, folks. Weird tangent there, I know. But anyway, I really like that. I think the cherry hits really nice for me. And as a big fan of cherry, that does it for me. That hits all the way I want it to. If I'm recommending it. When it comes to the Liquid Death stuff, I would say the only thing that it both helps and hurts them, and ultimately it's helped them a lot more than it's hurt them, is the branding. Again, you could see Liquid Death sponsoring the X Games. They sponsored a Limp Bizkit concert I was at a couple months ago, so there you go. So there is that element of things. But I think that once you get past the marketing, they put out really good stuff. It doesn't just taste gimmicky. They definitely know what they're doing. And I think that not only do they do a good job of it, I think they're putting out really good alternatives to, again, a lot of those more standard flavored watered offerings. But anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year, folks. Go over there, have yourselves a truly cherry-tastic rest of your life. Cherries are good. They're just, it's not just pineapple, but, still good. Top 10 fruit, definitely. Final two things. Number one, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully, do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, usually when I do my little end thing, I tie it in with the item that I'm reviewing. In this case, I'm going to tie it in with the shirt that I'm wearing. If you do happen to go over there and check out Invase, please let me know. Like, seriously, hit me up in the comments. Please, comment on, any videos or anything you watch of his, because it is one of those things where I feel, and I don't want to make it seem like, I'm just doing this because, out of pity for the guy. I really like his stuff. And it's one of those things where it's like, I feel a little bit bad that, I do food reviews, and I have, at the time I'm doing this, I have a little over 1,200 subscribers, which isn't a lot, but it's something. And he's been making incredible music for a number of years now, and it's like, and it's, it's one of those things. I think if more people heard it, if he had more exposure, more people would just be that much more into it. I mean, that's fairly obvious to say, but that really is how much confidence I have in his stuff. So if you do decide to go over there and check it out, like I said, please let me know. Even if it's not your thing, that's okay too. But I'd be really interested to kind of hear what you have to say and stuff, because I really like what he does. But anyway,